Hello, bruvs. This is the conclusion of Anyone's Son, a true story by Roberta Roche with Harry de la Roche Jr., the killer, the Thanksgiving Day killer, 1976, of his family. Epilogue. Ever since the winter day when I first met Harry in jail, amid the clang of ringing bells behind the steel cell door, people have asked, "What is Harry like?" and "Was he the guilty one?" My obvious answer to the latter is a jury has stated guilty, while Harry continues to believe and to say he didn't commit 4 murders. But as a person who sat with him for an uncalculated number of hours, I personally believe and will always feel that if he shot 4 people, only his body held the gun. His mind and his heart at that moment didn't know what the body did. As people discuss the unalterable mistake that happened November 28th, many conclude that a great many persons were guilty contributors. In fact, some blame society as a whole for the De La Roche tragedy, for failing to see and to sense desperation before it was too late. But society is not and can never be an all-purpose guardian. Instead, it's a total of all of us, responsible on our own, for sensing and seeing troubles and needs in an individual way. My answer to "What is Harry like?" is summed up in the words, he is the true 5th victim of a terrifying, fateful event. 13 months after the verdict, he left Rahway to go back to Yardville. And as he sits in a prison cell with no way to get needed help, he's a fatality in a sense of a harrowing family disaster. Yet, given the same situation and same kind of breaking point, he's also the tall, lanky, hurt young man who might have been anyone's son instead of another number in the human dumping ground that's the prison population of arsonists, robbers, and rapists, and convicted murderers. I often think of his letter to me, his 3rd Christmas in confinement. It could have come from my own son or any of his friends. Hi, dear Roberta. Hi, how are you? Well, I hope. Hope you have a very Merry Christmas and a safe and Happy New Year. I got the cream tape, Disraeli gears that you sent to me today. Thank you very much. Uncle John told me the trouble you had, trying to find it and then finding it in 8-track and having to go out and look again for a cassette. When you learned that's what I needed, thank you for going to all that trouble. I'm playing the tape right now. There are 2 songs on it that I forgot were there, but I'm happy to have them. Take care. I'll be waiting to hear from you. Love, Harry. Because of the contradictions and incongruities in this case, and the varying stories and viewpoints on the Harry de la Roche family, it has been a formidable task for the past 2 years to separate truths from untruths and determine which statements are right. Many nights I couldn't sleep as I tossed and turned till dawn, searching for understanding and wrestling with assorted facts. Like everything else in Harry's young life, there are and always will be conflicts that aren't quite resolved. As of now, the story isn't over. There are still loose pieces of the puzzle, and many of us who know Harry well, or as well as anyone can, wonder whether we'll ever know the whole story of November 28th. But still, one truth stands before us. It can and did happen here. So as we look for more answers and draw our own conclusions, we're faced again with the question that will always be timely and timeless. Why do families go awry? What causes intra-family breakdowns? How did this human tragedy start? And where is it going to end? Roberta Roche. For my part, I'll say that Harry didn't have to kill his father. He could have went back to the Citadel and then just got an apartment and sent him a letter and said, "Hey, Dad, I'm not coming home." But he didn't. So, F Harry Jr. Even though he's out of prison now. F him. Goodbye, bruv. Goodbye.